This is a very specific reading that I was called to do right now. It's not going to be for all, but if you're curious about this, there could definitely be a message for you. The question I felt called to ask today is, what are they doing? Or what are their motivations? What are their motivations? So we're gonna find out. Yes. What are their motivations? The Tower. And what are they doing? Ace of Wands. The Tower, H.H. Holmes. Herman Webster Mudgett, alias Dr. Henry Howard Holmes, or H.H. Holmes, was a serial killer who murdered dozens of people, mostly women and children, from Toronto to Chicago and in the mid-1800s. Holmes owned a successful drugstore in Chicago and was prone to psychopathic fits of violence when faced with stressful situations beyond his control. He used loans to finance the renovation of a building with rented rooms, offices, and a restaurant. The new venture couldn't repay the loans, and as Holmes underwent increasing financial pressure, he began murdering the tenants to satisfy his rage. After his crimes were discovered, the building became known as a murder castle. And we have the Ace of Wands, Roger Bolingbroke. Roger Bolingbroke was an astrologer who was renowned in London in the 1440s for the accuracy of his predictions. In the late 1400s, Bolingbroke was asked by Duchess Eleanor of Gloucester to cast a horoscope predicting King Henry VI's future. At the time, a horoscope cast for the king could be considered treason if it revealed a bad omen. The horoscope he created for the king indicated that an accident would occur that would cause the king's death, and that as a result of the death, Eleanor's husband would ascend to the throne. The king's council learned of the horoscope and arrested Bolingbroke on charges of necromancy and treason. He was hanged, drawn, and quartered. Before his death, he admitted going too far in my cunning. Both of these stories contain some sort of front that is being put on and something in the background that happens to crumble everything down. It just feels sickening. I'm not gonna lie, it feels sickening. That's your motivation. That's their motivation here. It felt important for me to read from the book. By the way, this deck is Magicians, Martyrs, and Madmen Tarot. And it can reveal a lot about the characters at play here. And now I'm asking, what should we do as a strategy against this Page of Pentacles? Learn from it. That's really what we can do. Learn from it. Take the lesson. What else? What else should the collective do against this energy? Just feel sick. The Empress. We need to create a new reality. We're going to have to birth something new into being. And look at what's at the bottom of the deck here. Death. Jack the Ripper. Yeah, this deck I'm not going to be using very often, except for when I need to reveal something about someone's motivations or their character in some way. Because I'm telling you, this is heavy. It's very dense. But our opportunity is to take the learning opportunity and create and birth into our new reality what we actually want and what we envision for ourselves. Seven of Swords right underneath. They don't want to unite. Whoever this is for you, they don't want to unite. They want to separate. They are angry and vengeful and rageful and violent. Yeah. And they operate in the shadows, in the dead of night. And this is why we have to keep shining our light brighter. We just have no choice. That's what's coming through right now. Hopefully I can get more on this message. But that's what they're doing. That's their motivation. And that's what Spirit's advice is to us. Like, we have to... Hold on, I'm going to get one more for what we should do. I thought about ending the message. I thought about just ending this video because I feel really defeated right now. Like I'm about to cry. Is there any other message that we can receive today, Spirit, for what we can do? Oh my God, that's too many. That's too many. This Seven of Cups. Yeah, that's like what it feels like right now. Genuinely, illusion. Like, what fucking way is the right way? Like, what is the truth? But maybe Spirit's saying that we can confuse them. Oh my God, Three of Swords. Ace of Wands again. Yeah. We're gonna have to come up with a really creative solution here, y'all. Think outside the box. Think outside the box and be decisive. And not fall for the illusions and the tricks and the deceit. With that Seven of Swords there, peeking out at me. And the Seven of Cups right here. Yeah, they're really trying to confuse and instill panic and heartache. Many are feeling this. I know for a fact there's going to be more along the lines of these messages coming up, so if you feel called to come along on this journey, even though it's a little bit difficult, feel free to follow. We can be in this together. We're not alone. We need the collective now. Okay, that's all I have to say. Love you.